Hey everyone, it's Sean here, your guide to Warcraft, and today I'm doing a quick walkthrough on the Avowed Reputation in Revendreath. Now, it all starts here when you get a quest from the Accuser called the Absolution of Souls. Now, this quest will be given to you at some point during your story campaign, not your Venthyr Covenant campaign, that's very different, your story campaign doing the Zone to 60. This will give you a side quest to do a load of stuff outside of the Halls of Atonement dungeon, which will eventually lead to a quest called Hunting an Inquisitor, which will end here. This will unlock Archivist Fame and another Archivist next to him, which is the Quartermaster for the Reputation. Now, this Reputation will be using a currency called Sinstone Fragments, and these are what you need to obviously buy the Inquisitor stones to get the reputation in the first place, and it is the currency that this vendor will use. She sells a few different items like toys, something for alchemy, a little back piece for people of the Venthyr Covenant, and at the very bottom there she actually sells a mount which can only be obtained if you're exalted and a member of Venthyr. This reputation is only worth really getting if you're an alchemist, or if you're someone that is obviously part of the Venthyr Covenant. If you're not Venthyr, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I'm just going to do a little bit of it to demonstrate on my DK to make a video, and then I will probably go back to this on an alt. Now, to begin this reputation, it all really starts with Inquisitor Fain here, who in exchange for the Sinstone Fragment currency will offer you Inquisitor Sinstones, High Inquisitor Sinstones, or Grand Inquisitor Sinstones. These are items that you need to kill some bosses around the area that will offer you different amounts of reputation. Another thing that you can do in the area while farming these fragments, which do drop off of any mobs, is at these coordinates, you will recognize this from questing in the area. This is the Atonement Crypt. Now, any of these depraved mobs have a chance to drop the Atonement Crypt Key. Now, what this does is it will open one of these crypts, and inside you have a chance to find some of the fragments themselves. So you can find some mobs that will help you, you could find a Sinstone up front, or you could find, like I did here, a pile of rubble, which upon looting will just offer me, like that was 300 fragments, which is enough to buy me a few Sinstones down the line, which will get me some more rep. Another thing that you can find are these Fugitive Souls just hanging around. If you find enough of these, you may kind of get to memorize their spawn points, and upon clicking them, it will bind them to you. Like, you can run them now to a friendly NPC, which is spread all around the area as well, and these are the Avowed Ritualists. If you have one chained to you, you can speak to a Ritualist and they will begin their ritual. Now, handing them in will give you a baseline of 50 reputation, and it will spawn about 3 to 4 of these smaller mobs, which will offer 2 to 3 reputation when killed. So for each of these souls that you find, you're getting about 60 reputation on top of what you would be getting doing the grind as well. It's also very important to know that you can actually get reputation per kill of trash mobs in the Halls of Atonement dungeon. Now, I would honestly recommend farming this, because this will get you reputation up to Honored. Once you hit Honored reputation, this will stop giving you any rep at all. So I would honestly recommend keeping and saving all of your Sinstone fragments that you obtain up until you reach Honored. Now, we're going to go back to the Inquisitor Sinstones from Archivist Fame I mentioned at the beginning. These can drop off of mobs, you can buy them from, Archivist Fame, and all we do, it will give you a button, and once you actually purchase it, you can see the Inquisitor on your map, so you know exactly which one and where it is. You can then click the item again with that extra action button, and it will remove the Inquisitor's shield, and the Inquisitors will give you rep upon killed. Now, a basic Inquisitor will give you about 50 rep when you kill them. A high Inquisitor, which is a little bit harder to kill, like this one, will give you 100 rep, and a Grand Inquisitor, which you do need more than one person to kill at this point in the game, will offer you 200 rep, but they are a bit harder to summon. This is going to be a very, very slow burn. According to Wowhead, about 15 hours of non-stop grinding, although I think that's being very generous. I had a little go at this, and it was painful. I would recommend getting a group, combining your fragments together, and then just going all out with these Sinstones and summoning as many as you can, and just doing it a little bit, at a time. It's going to be a tough rep to get to Exalted with. I hope it helped though. That's all for this video. Be sure to subscribe for more guides and videos, and I will see you next time.